Good morning, dear students. Today in class plus 2, we discuss chapter number 2. Title is We Are Not Afraid to Die If We Can All Be Together. Okay, written by Gordon Cook and Ellen East. Okay, so I just tell you what is the outline of this chapter. Means you can say simply the verbal stimulation. Okay, so actually this poem is an adventurous story. Okay, means most commonly, and it is described in such a way that the writer as well as the reader both they feel some kind of motivation to face the hardships of the life. Okay, so here first thing, it is a sea voyage. Okay, and here in first part what do we get to know? It's a dream voyage, a dream voyage. Okay, and in this voyage the writer wants to duplicate the record, wants to repeat, you can say repeat the record that was made 200 years ago. Okay, 200 years ago by Captain James Cook. Captain James Cook. Okay, and the writer Gordon Cook was a very experienced one who spent 16 years in improving his sea skills, especially sea skill, how to face the big waves or weather or the cloud or thunder storming and all these things he faced. So what did he do? He prepared, or he made himself a ship which was named like Wave Walker. He made a ship himself, and professionally it was built, and its height was 23 meter. Okay, it was a boat. 30-ton weight was there of this particular boat, and it was made by wooden. Okay, as we know, most commonly the boats are made of wooden, and he tested this boat in every kind of crucial situation, like raining, storming. Okay, and so in July 1976, with his wife Mary, with his son Jonathan, and with his daughter Suzanne. Okay, his wife, his son, and his daughter. Daughter was 7 years old, and son was 6 years old. Okay, and they started from they started their journey from Plymouth. This is the location Plymouth that we found in England. Okay, so this is the starting in which we come to know that the writer or the narrator started his journey or the voyage from Plymouth, England in 1976. Okay, so in the beginning, we also got to know about from this family. This is a complete family. Okay, 4 characters are there: narrator and 2 crew members were there. Crew members. Their names were Larry, Vigil, and Herb Siegler. Herb Siegler. These were the 2 crew members. Okay, so they started their voyage or journey from the roughest ocean of the world. Which one it is? Southern Indian. Southern Indian Ocean. Okay, this was the roughest ocean of the world. Got it? So first day, on that day, first day they started on this 24th December. Next was 25th December. At 20th December we have one festival, that is Christmas. Okay, so first day, second day they reach at Cape Town. Okay, and till then they have covered 350 kilometers east of Cape Town on 25 December. Okay, then after this we have description directly on 2nd of Jan. Okay, and on that same evening on 25th December, the weather by evening became very bad, you can say. The condition of weather became very bad, and on 2nd of January we have a description about a big wave. A big wave came to the wave walker and shot it down. Okay, shot it down. Simply we can say there was an accident, and this big wave shook down the complete ship, and there was a great disturbance. Got it? Then on the same date, means on 2nd of Jan at 6 p.m. Okay, and 6 p.m. the sky became very dark, like you can say thundering was there, and the sky became very dark. Okay, and that evening on 6 p.m. that big wave came to them, and everything was disturbed totally. Everything was disturbed totally. Wave walker, all the things which were being kept over there. Okay, and one thing I just tell you, the narrator himself met an accident and his teeth were broken and blood oozed from his mouth. Okay, blood oozed from his mouth. And now we come to these two people, like Harv and Larry. They showed their great kind of strength to cope up with the situation. Okay, so on 2nd of Jan by 6 p.m. we got to know that there was a big wave which disturbed all the activities of this particular ship wave walker. Now next problem was that due to this big wave, in the bottom of the boat there was a crack, and due to crack the sea water was getting into the boat. Okay, this was the problem, very big one, you can say. And that time when the narrator want to get hand pump, it was also blocked by what? Blocked by garbage floating in the sea water. Okay, so this one is the one big problem that the family or the crew member they faced over there. Next one, suddenly the writer got to know that they have an electric pump also that was positively working. Okay, and there were two hand pump, they were spare in the storehouse of the boat. Okay, so the writer goes there and took this one, and they start pumping just to decrease the water level in the boat. Okay, dear students, so this is the thing that we got to know, that the family was facing due to this accident of a big wave in the Southern Ocean. So then we have description of January 3. What happens on January 3? Boat main rib frame nearly broken. Okay, so the main rib frame was broken of the boat. Got it? And Waywalker did not have enough power to reach Australia. So what is actually the journey from Plymouth to Australia? Okay. So next one after doing pumping like madmen. So in turn, like they do first narrator, then Herb, then this Mary, and all these, and in between of this one, we got two names. All the members of the family, four member we have, they got separated from each other. Narrator was on the surface of this particular pot, and Mary was on the other corner. Okay, and apart from this, these two children like John in short and Suzanne Shoe. Okay, so they were in other thing, and this girl also got some kind of, you can say, her forehead was also swollen. Okay, and this Jonathan was trembling with fear because first time these two children they are facing the hardship of sea water. So we can say somehow John was trembling because somehow at some percentile this boy has loosened his heart. Okay, and after third we have description of January 4 and 5. What happens on this? After 36 hours, till then they have spent 36 hours of doing continuous pumping. Okay, by doing 36 hours, at least they were fortunate to maintain the water level in the boat. Okay, so we can see, dear students, 36 hour continuous pumping can make anybody tired fully. Okay, so but these members, like this family and two others crew members, they did pumping turn by turn, one by one. Okay, so then there is nothing to eat. One more thing I just tell you, on this boat there is nothing to eat because all the things whatever they brought on the very first day it was settled into the seawater. Okay, now again on 5th January by 4 p.m. again there was cloudy in the weather, and again a heavy wind started blowing, and she was getting more darker, and situation became very critical or very desperate again on 5th of January. Okay, but uh, here in this chapter it is shown that John, the boy of the narrator, shows speaks one thing like, we are not afraid of dying if we can all be together. As the title itself says to you, we are not afraid to die if we can all be together. This line actually has been spoken by John, and he says, if we are united we do not fear of death. Simply it can be explained like this. Then, and it also shows the determination, okay, and positive attitude of John. They do not have fear of death if they all can be together, means mother, father, remember, and his sister also. So likewise on January 6th, next point is, on January 6th they were out of storm and the wind also eased down, means the speed of the wind also got down, and captain was tired totally. Okay, and this person means the narrator or the captain of the ship, the father of the family, tried his level best to save each member. Okay, and he did such a great job. Then he calculated, means the narrator calculated the map. Okay, and he got to know that about 5 p.m. on 6th of Jan, they hopefully will be reaching on an island. Okay, got it. So as I told you that he was tired one, he was totally tired, so he dozed off, he slept on the surface of this one. And as he walked up 6 p.m., means 1 hour later, see, the time was, as per his calculation, the time was 5 p.m., and 5 by 5 p.m. they would be reaching at an island. But when he woke up 6 p.m., then he thought that they have probably missed the island. But suddenly he observed that his children, like John and Sue, they were standing behind him, and they said, "You are the best daddy. You are the best daddy of the world who saved our life." Because right now they were able to get down their feet on an island that was Amsterdam. Amsterdam. The island was Il Amsterdam. Okay. Lastly, they reach over there. And apart from this, this particular chapter shows us the courage and presence of mind of all the people in the family. So lastly, the family was safe, and the narrator fulfilled his desire to repeat the record made by Captain James Cook 200 years ago. Okay, dear students, in next part we will go for reading of the chapter. Thank you. Have a good day.